There's a moment, right after payday, where everything feels okay. Your account is full, your mood lifts, and for a second you believe this time will be different. But then the week rolls on. The bills hit. The groceries pile up. A friend invites you out. Your phone auto-renews 5 different subscriptions you forgot you even had. And by Friday, you're staring at your balance, wondering, where did it all go? It's not that you're reckless. It's not that you're bad with money. It's that no one ever showed you how to make your money actually work. Not just earn it. Not just save it. But use it, with direction, with purpose, with power. This is the story of the simplest system I've ever used. The one that finally made my money feel like mine. I didn't grow up around wealth. No one taught me what to do with a paycheck beyond spending less than you earn. And so, like most people, I winged it. I paid what needed paying. I saved when I remembered. And if there was anything left over, I usually found a way to spend that too. I wasn't irresponsible, I was just operating without a plan, without structure, without a map. And that lack of clarity, it was costing me. Not just in dollars, but in time, in peace, in the quiet stress that builds up every time your finances feel like a guessing game. Then one night, late, scrolling through personal finance forums I barely understood, I found a comment, just a single sentence. Money is just energy. If you don't direct it, it disperses. It hit me. Because that's exactly what was happening. My money wasn't going anywhere on purpose, it was just evaporating. And if I wanted to stop feeling broke, I didn't need to earn more. I needed to move differently. That's when I found the 3-bucket system. Not some complex spreadsheet. Not a 27-step plan. Just one idea that reorganized everything I thought I knew about money. 3 flows. 3 purposes. Live. Grow. Protect. The first bucket was easy to understand because it's where I already lived. Survival mode. This was the bucket called live. It's where the rent goes. The food. The utilities. It's how you get through the month without falling apart. But the difference was this: I gave it boundaries. I decided, intentionally, how much of my money I would allow myself to spend on living. Not the other way around. Because before this, my bills and my habits decided for me. Now I was drawing the line, and something shifted. I stopped overreaching. I started seeing my lifestyle as a reflection of my values, not my impulses. It was uncomfortable at first. But there's a kind of peace that comes when you know exactly what your lifestyle costs, and that it's not draining the rest of your life dry. The second bucket was the one I'd always ignored, not because I didn't want to grow, but because it always felt like something I'd get to later. It was called grow. At first, I didn't even know what that meant. I wasn't an investor. I didn't own property. I didn't even have a clue what to put my money into. But then I realized this bucket isn't just about investing in stocks or real estate. It's about anything that makes your money worth more over time. So I started small. An index fund with automatic deposits. A course that taught me high-income skills. A piece of software that helped me launch a freelance service. Nothing flashy. Nothing risky. Just consistent drops in the right direction. And over time, this bucket started doing something I never expected. It started sending money back to me. Not in huge waves. Not yet. But in quiet little ripples that reminded me wealth doesn't arrive, it grows. The third bucket was the one that felt like a luxury, until I needed it. It's called Protect. And it's for everything that keeps your life from collapsing when things go wrong. An emergency fund, a medical bill, a canceled project, a broken laptop that you need to keep your business running. Before I had this bucket, every unexpected expense was a crisis. One flat tire and my entire month was ruined. Now, it's just a transfer. No panic. No spirals. Just a system absorbing the chaos the way it's meant to. Because the goal of money isn't just to grow. It's to make sure you don't fall apart while you're building. Once I had these buckets in place, even with small amounts, something happened that I didn't expect. I stopped worrying about money every day. Because now when I got paid, it wasn't just, here's my money. It was, here's what I need to live. Here's what I'm using to build. Here's what's guarding my future. I wasn't reacting anymore. I was orchestrating. And that sense of direction, of being in charge, was worth more than any raise I'd ever gotten. It didn't change everything overnight, but it did something better. It created momentum. Each month, the grow bucket stretched further. Each emergency became a little less stressful. Each living expense felt more like a choice, not a trap. The buckets didn't just organize my money. They organized my priorities. They reflected the life I was building, not the one I was stuck in. And the more I followed the system, the more I trusted myself with money. Not because I had more of it, but because now I finally knew what it was for. So if you've been stuck in the cycle, if money keeps slipping through your fingers and you don't even know why, this is where you start. Not with a side hustle, not with a miracle app, with structure, with purpose, with 3 simple flows: live, grow, protect. Call them buckets, call them accounts. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you decide right now that your money deserves better than chaos, that it deserves a plan, that you deserve a plan. Because when your money has direction, you finally get to decide where your life goes, and that changes everything. This is the Money Manual. No fluff, no hype. Just the systems that actually move the needle. If this helped you, subscribe. If it moved you, share it. And if you're ready to start, tell me in the comments, what does your first step look like? See you in the next one.